In this video, I'm going to cover how you can create a CV, otherwise known as a resume, that will help you land a job as a digital marketing data analyst. It's also called an analytics engineer or digital analyst. It's basically a new subset, an emerging job title where it's kind of like a data analyst, but you're not doing as much programming or coding. It's more about knowing various tools like web analytics tools, tag management tools to set up custom tracking on websites, report on that tracking, and then deliver those visuals and dashboards to leadership and marketing teams. I do this job myself. I've been doing it for 3+ years now. And before that, I was working as a digital marketing performance strategist, doing SEO, pay-per-click, all those standard things at a marketing agency. So I have over 8 years of experience in this industry, and I want to help you land a job in this field. So let's just get right to it, because by the end of this video, I really think that you will succeed and really know how to gain an edge on being really successful at creating a resume that gets seen and gets you to a job interview and a job. So first and foremost, I'm doing this because an email subscriber wanted me to do this. If you want something like this, you hit that subscribe button, join that email newsletter down below. It's free, where I give exclusive bonus tips on how to get a job like this without having to have a degree in this field. So I think the first part of getting a resume that just really works is essentially understanding the goal of a resume. The goal of the resume is really just to get you to the next step, which is to get in front of a hiring manager and get a job interview. It's not to close the whole deal, but it is to get your foot in the door. And you just want to think next step forward, because frankly, a lot of people never make it to the next step. So you just got to focus and pinpoint on that next target. And the issue is, nowadays, people are just spamming resumes. You may have heard the term resume black hole, where a single job posting can get over 300 resumes and job applications sent. And it's just one of those things where just one application in this mass pile of resumes. And it just seems like you're sending out sometimes hundreds of job applications every week or month, and you're not hearing a single thing back. So what do you do? How do you actually succeed in a field like this, where a lot of your stuff just it's like a black hole? You never hear back from the employer. You never get that job interview. Well, when you look into it, the truth is that most of your competition sucks. Their job applications, their resumes suck. And the reason you're not hearing back yet is because your job application, and specifically your resume, sucks as well. And so most of these just get marked as like spam or not even worth considering. And when you may actually have those skills, sometimes you're erroneously positioning yourself by how you present your resume in a way where it just looks like you don't have the skills necessary, and then you're passed upon, which is why people are sending so many resumes and getting no responses. It's low quality of effort, mass approach, especially with the digital world on the internet, where you can apply for a job in one click sometimes. It's just really lazy work, and that's why their stuff sucks. The cover letter sucks. The resume doesn't even match any of the criteria. It just sucks. So how do you actually fix this? Well, first and foremost, you take a higher quality, less quantity approach. Rather than spamming and applying to 20 jobs a day, you want to hone in on some key jobs you want to apply for, and then really spend some extra time to tailor each resume so that it is without a doubt as much of a fit as possible to that job application posting. So for example, let's say you have a job posting, and it typically has a few bullet points, usually about a dozen, on specific technical skills that they want. Well, cut out all the crap on your resume that isn't one of those skills, and then just put the things that they want on your resume. Now you may be thinking, well, what if I don't have these skills? Then get those skills and then put them on your resume. It's not rocket science here, guys. It's not some like super complex puzzle as to why this guy got a job interview or job offer and this guy did not. If they are having a job posting and they have certain things on there like much required, must have Google Tag Manager experience, or preferred if you have Tableau experience, and you don't have that or you don't put it on your resume, then why are they going to hire you? So I think a lot of people flounder there because they're scared, they're uncomfortable, they're too lazy to get those skills, or it's really difficult to get those skills. First off, it's not as difficult as you think. And then two, that's why you're not getting hired, because they really need a certain problem solved. And for you to solve that problem, they need you to have those skills. So you want to have as many of those bullet points and then almost say them verbatim, because a lot of these resume and job application HR platforms, nowadays they use something like a keyword search to really filter out resumes, especially if you're hiring or applying to somewhere with a lot of people. Another pro tip is to like look for smaller companies where there's less competition and less people applying. But that's kind of an aside, but also another tip I wanted to throw in there. But think about it. If you want a resume that is most successful, you basically want to copy and paste that job application with all those bullet points and then prove that you have all those things. So, for those dozen technical skills, basically you say, hey, I have all of these things. And then similarly, for all the other things that you may want or have, then go ahead and add those things to your job listing. And that will really get you really, really far. I mean, think about it. It's really just all about the job posting itself. So there's sometimes some qualitative skills that they want too, like great communication skills, great leadership skills. Throw in a story. It doesn't have to be a long story. In fact, I would encourage you to keep it concise. Keep it to a 1 or 2, 3 sentence max story about how you really demonstrated leadership in something that you did. You want to show, not tell, because guess what? People lie all the time, and that's why they're filtering people out. Everyone can just lie and say something. It's much more difficult to show and prove it. If you can show and prove it, maybe with links to your portfolio, links to irrefutable evidence, some way of proving that you actually have these skills, maybe photos of you doing that leadership session, or even a portfolio with you building a Tableau report, you will stand out head over heels over your competition. Just attach those extra files, those other extra links to the job application. They usually have some type of field where you can add miscellaneous things, because at the end of the day, as simple as it may seem, they're just looking for someone who is legitimate, proven to be successful, and shows irrefutable proof that they actually have what they want. If I was applying for a job again, I would literally find, a handful, a top 5 of my dream companies, dream job applications, and then tailor that job posting and just copy and paste that into my resume and just make sure I hit every bullet. Yes, I do have Tableau experience. Yes, I have Google Tag Manager experience proficiently. Yes, I have all these things, and then demonstrate it with, maybe a few stories. I helped build a Tableau dashboard for this one client who ran a multi-billion-dollar business in this industry, and I did that for a few of their departments, and they were very happy, and it helped them understand their business efficiency better, and it increased their numbers by 46%. Another really important part of this is specific numbers, like I just did in my example there. That way, it's not just that you're doing it, but boom, a lot of people are big numbers guys. They want to see dollar signs. They want to see increase in money and revenue and traffic. And so if you can point to real numbers and real things that you've done to dramatically improve and increase the success of the work that you've done, that will really open their eyes and help you not be another skipped resume, but something that stands out from the crowd. Now, How long should a resume be? Should I include a bunch of other random stuff about, what fraternity I went to, or my job at Chipotle, or, the semi-related thing where I did public speaking? I would personally cut out all the irrelevant stuff, maybe some of the semi-irrelevant stuff. Your goal is to really keep it to what they care about and just that. Your resume, especially if you're just entry level and starting out after college, which I assume is most of these people watching this video, it should be no longer than 1 page. 2 pages max, and that's really only if you're already been in the field for like 10 years or more, and you have a bunch of experience that you can speak to that is relevant to the specific things they're asking for. And why should you do that? Well, first off, studies have shown that employers are giving each resume a matter of a few seconds to scrutinize. You don't want to bury those high-hitting points that are most relevant to the job posting bullet points I mentioned amongst all this irrelevant crap about how you went to this high school, you did this in this club, and then you went somewhere else. They don't really care about that, to be frank. And frankly, even GPA and what school you went to, you can throw that in there, but I've had plenty of employers, and I've been on the other side of the hiring table too. They all have, hinted or mentioned how we just really want someone who can really get this job done. Like, it doesn't really matter about other things like what school you went to. I think the one exception is, I think some employers, some people I've done informational interviews with have revealed that if you went to a prestigious school or something like that, that will have some sway. So if you went to an Ivy League, something like that. But my point is, some things, yeah, you can include, but if you have any serious doubt, cut it out. That's the rhyme of the day. And you probably already know what those things are. Those are random jobs you went to. It doesn't matter if you went to a few random jobs like facility cleaner, unless it relates to the job posting you want to do now. So I actually cut out a bunch of things from my own resume, like soccer referee, or I was a vice president of the Future Business Leaders of America back in high school. They don't care about that. And therefore, I was able to cut out the length of my resume just to what they care about. So once again, that's the real hack. Just literally copy and paste that job posting with all those bullet points into your resume and just tailor everything to show that every one of those technical skills and things that they care about is hit, and you'll be in good regards. Hit that like and subscribe button, and join my free email newsletter where I give exclusive bonus tips on how you can get started and get a job as a digital analyst, otherwise known as a digital marketing data analyst. And I'll see you in the next video.